Hey, good morning. Happy November 1st. I hope everybody had a fun and healthy and happy and safe Halloween and your kids were safe. We're going to talk about my Halloween fail. Do you like my microphone? So I still have glitter. I don't know if you can see the glitter, but I have washed my face now twice since my Halloween makeup last night, and I did Jem from Jem and the Holograms makeup because of my pink hair, and part of my makeup was a lot of glitter, and I have glitter everywhere. I don't think you could, I don't know, I can't see it, but when I'm in the mirror I can see it. Anyways, this was my microphone for my pictures. It's my B squared brush, and it worked out awesome because I don't have a microphone. So we are gonna do, whoops, I just wanted to talk just a little bit about the importance of keeping your brushes clean. How much difference that makes for you and for your skin, especially as an adult. There are so many factors as an adult, especially as an adult woman, especially lots of especiallys. As we get older and older and older, our skin changes so much. Hey Michelle. Hi babe. My husband's on here. Just doing makeup, babe. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. But I do want to kind of demonstrate for you some of the things with some of the tools that I used last night, how important it is to keep your makeup brushes clean for the health of your skin. So I'm gonna get some of my brushes that I used last night. One in particular that now I can't find it. Crud, because it was a good one. Oh, I bet that's the one that fell. Yeah, okay, so here's my Jem and the Holograms brush that I used last night. So I had hot pink, there's the glitter, hot pink, so hot pink. Like it was bright fuchsia, hot pink. And it's all over my brush. Obviously, if I continue to use the same makeup day after day after day from my brush, then I'm gonna be spreading bacteria, I'm gonna be spreading all of those germs. There's so much that can build up, especially if you're using a liquid or a cream foundation. Powders, the bacteria doesn't adhere as much to powders as it does to a cream makeup, but it does still harbor bacteria, very much so. So no matter what type of makeup you're using, it's so incredibly important to keep your, hey Mel, hey Corey, it's so incredibly important to keep your brushes clean. And you don't have to clean them every single day. Nobody has time for that. I mean, I have like all the time in the world, and I don't have time to clean my brushes every single day, and so I don't. But if you will at least keep your brushes clean every week to every two, at the very longest, clean your brushes, like give them a good, deep, thorough clean every single month, then you will incredibly, like drastically reduce the amount of bacteria that you're, that's harboring in your brushes, but that you're spreading across your skin. So some of the biggest contributing factors to adult acne are not clean brushes, not a clean pillowcase, and not using good skincare. Now there are also obviously other factors such as hormones, diet, stress, things like that, not getting enough water, all of those things that we all are very aware of, and they factor into our skin health and the overall look and condition of our skin. Do you guys like my earrings? Look at how freaking cute they are. They're like the most darling. They're leather, and so they weigh absolutely nothing, and they're a little bit smaller than many that I've seen. I got these as a gift from our retreat down in the desert last weekend from beautiful Rachel Jacob, and I am in love with them. These are going to be a new staple in my life. But there are so many other contributing factors into the health of our skin and our skin, the way our skin projects and the way our skin looks, that if we're not constantly paying attention to the things that we're doing, then our skin is definitely going to pay for it. So I have, this is my brush cleaner. Now this, ever since our brush cleaner came out, I think it was in the fall of last year, so it was an entire year ago. And it's been reformulated so that it smells amazing. We had two different two different flavors or two different scents that came out. One was tropical vanilla and one was cotton candy, and everybody loved the cotton candy, but the tropical vanilla accidentally, because of the manufacturer, was a little bit different formula, and it worked a little bit better as far as cleaning your brushes. So they combined the two, the one that worked amazing plus the scent of the other one. So now we only have one scent of brush cleaner. It's the cotton candy, which smells fantastic. It smells so good, you guys. It really does smell like cotton candy. It's awesome, but it works phenomenally. It's incredibly inexpensive, but the value of it, I mean, you cannot put a price on the value, the health, the condition of your skin. So this bottle right here, it's $28 for this bottle. It's 8.5 ounces of cotton candy goodness. But this bottle right here, you can see how much I have in it. I've had this bottle for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and I use it almost every single day. Almost every single day. I use it every day that I have a client makeover, which is almost every single day, because I'm cleaning my brushes, my client brushes that are separate from my own personal brushes. I'm cleaning my client brushes after every single client, after every single use. And this is how much in the last 4 months I've gone through with every single day use. So you can imagine if you're only using your brush cleaner every couple of weeks to, you know, once or twice a month, this little baby is gonna last you for a long time. The magic of this, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the ingredients. Here is the ingredients list. Can you see that? I know it's super hard to tell what the actual words are. I'll read the words to you, but if you can tell this line, these 2 lines right here, that's the ingredients list, you guys. That means that there are hardly any ingredients. That means you have less chemicals that you have to deal with, and the chemicals, the ingredients, not the chemicals, but the ingredients that are in here are very, very natural and good, healthy, clean ingredients. And so it's going to do good things for your skin as well as take really, really good care of your brushes. So it has, I don't know how to pronounce some of these words, so I'm just gonna pronounce them phonetically and hope that it's correct. If you know the correct answer, feel free to correct me. Isododecaine, who knows that word? Isopropyl alcohol, which is the drying, obviously, and the alcohol, it will kill the bacteria. It has propylene glycol, neem oil. That's what conditions your brushes, you guys. That neem oil is important. Polysorbate, and then it has just a little tiny bit of fragrance. That's it. That's all that's in this, and it does phenomenal. It takes such good care of your brushes. So let me show you how crazy. I mean, you can see there how deep, dark that color is. I mean, all I have to do is just touch it just a tiny bit onto my paper towel and I get a ton of makeup on there. There's a lot of really, really hot pink makeup on there. So I'm gonna show you how I clean my brushes. And you can do this no matter what makeup products you're using, whether you're using Maskcara 3D foundation, if you're using a really, really, really high-end makeup product, if you love MAC, if you love, it doesn't matter what it is, and it doesn't matter what type of makeup it is, whether it's a cream, a powder, or a liquid foundation, or a cream to powder, anything that you're using, you'll want to take care of your brushes because this stuff, it's going to do a couple of things. So the very, very first thing it's going to do, it's going to break up all of the makeup particles that are trapped in your makeup brush. It's going to go in and it's going to get into those the fibers of your brush. It's going to break up all of those makeup particles so that they're not adhering to each other any longer. And then it's going to sanitize and disinfect them. So how that works, that is the isopropyl alcohol and the propylene glycol. Those are the sanitizing and disinfecting components to this stuff. What it does is it kills all of the bacteria in there. It completely wipes it all out, so that you're not continuing to spread bacteria over your face day after day after day as you're applying your makeup with your same exact brushes. So it breaks up the makeup, it sanitizes and disinfects. The neem oil conditions your bristles. So it doesn't matter if you're using like a tighter knit, a really small, really dense brush, or if you're using a really, really big fluffy brush, no matter what you're using, it's going to condition those bristles, and it's going to make it so that those bristles are long lasting. They'll stay soft, they'll stay healthy. You know, after a while when you clean your brushes, they get kind of that, they kind of feel stiff, like they're coated with crud. You don't get that with this. I've had this brush for well over a year and a half, and it feels brand new. Like, it's so soft and gentle on my skin. I absolutely love it. And all of my brushes are the same because I care for my brushes because of this neem oil that's so good and hydrating and conditioning for the bristles. So it breaks up the makeup, it sanitizes and conditions the entire brush so that you're not continuing to spread bacteria. It conditions the bristles, and it keeps them nice and soft and clean and healthy. And my very most favorite part of this is it's a dry brush cleaner. And the isopropyl alcohol and the propylene glycol have a lot to do with that, because those products, they evaporate so quickly. So your brush, and you don't use water with this, you just spray this directly onto your brush or directly onto a towel. You rub your brush, your bristles into it to break up all of that makeup, to get rid of all of that bacteria, to spread it out and to condition all of those bristles. And you don't have to get your brush soaking wet like you would in a sink with traditional brush cleaners. And so your brushes don't have to sit overnight, and you don't have to wait for them to dry. You can use your brushes immediately, which is my very most favorite part of it. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Courtney. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with a brush cleaner that can do all of those things, and it smells amazing, and it's inexpensive, and it lasts a long time. So it's such good stuff, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration right now and show you how I use it. So I showed you how much product is on my brush. This is my eyeshadow brush that I did my eyes with last night. And all I'm gonna do is spray like 3 or 4 sprays right onto I'm using a paper towel. You can use a towel, you can use a paper towel, you can use a napkin, you can use whatever you want. I like to use a paper towel so I can just throw it away. I spray like 3 or 4 sprays right into the corner right there. And all I do is take my brush and I rub it right into that. And I'm gonna show you. Now, because this is such a deep pink color, it's gonna take a couple of times to get all of that pigment, all of that color, to break up all of the makeup, but really, literally, that couple of times takes me less than a minute. So you can see I'm rubbing, and I'm not like stabbing, pushing way hard into this paper towel because I don't wanna bend or I don't wanna harm the bristles right here. But I'm swirling so that they stay in a round motion so I don't flatten those bristles and I don't damage them. And look at how much has already come out. Look at how much lighter it was than it was a second ago. So like I said, because this was such a deep hot pink color, it's gonna take me just a couple of times to get this brush clean. But man, you guys, it is awesome. It will get my brush completely brand new clean again. It's so good. It's so good. Look at how much cleaner. Look, it's almost white there at the tip, and look at how much has come off on my paper towel. It's the best stuff. So let me tell you while I'm cleaning this, I feel like I failed it at Halloween. I mean, not really, it wasn't any of my doing, but at the same time, I bought a lot of candy. Normally, I'll buy, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 4 really, like those big jumbo bags of Halloween candy, and we get tons of trick-or-treaters, and they normally start around, I don't know, probably like 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Especially the little, like the itty bitty baby trick-or-treaters. They'll come around pretty early before it's too cold, before there's kids everywhere, while it's still light out so that they're safe, they can see. Okay, let me show you. My tip is completely white. It's all clean. There's no product in there, and it's completely 100% dry. You guys, it is the best. It is the best. So I'm gonna do this other edge while I finish my story. So normally we have those little trick-or-treaters that start super early. And then we'll get trick-or-treaters all the way up to like 9:30, 10 o'clock, sometimes even just a little bit later at night, at least until I'll leave my light on until I'm out of candy. If I run out of candy, we'll turn the light off, and then they don't come around anymore. But I had tons of candy, so I only bought 2 big bags of candy, and I was thinking, I'm gonna have to make a run to the store in the middle of trick-or-treating to get some more candy. Why didn't I get more? And I was kind of kicking myself for not getting more than 2 bags of candy. And that one is, see how it's brand new, bright white again. Perfectly clean, it's beautiful, and I feel good about putting that back on my base because it's not gonna harbor any of that bacteria. I've killed all of that bacteria. I've broken up all of the makeup. It's brand new white. It's clean. It's new. My makeup goes on flawless. It's awesome. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning my other brushes while I'm telling you the story. So I was kicking myself thinking, I'm not gonna have enough candy. I'm gonna have to leave in the middle of it. My daughter was having a huge party at our house last night. There's like 20 to 30 high school kids here last night having a big party in our basement with loud music, and they were just being silly and having fun. And so I thought, I just was bugged. So we didn't get our very first trick-or-treater until it was like after 6. Normally we get them at like between 4:30 to 5:30 is when they start. But our very first trick-or-treater didn't come until after 6 o'clock, and it was our little neighbor across the street, a little boy who's probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6, super cute. And we were his very first house. Like, he hadn't been anywhere else. He lives 2 houses away from us. We were his very first house, and he had no candy in his bag. And I was like, what? Not only are we getting a late start, but the ones that come are just barely starting. That's kind of weird. And so as the night went on, we had kids that kept showing up and ringing our doorbell because they were coming to my daughter's party. And so I kept saying, if they were big kids, I kept saying, are you here for candy or are you here for the party? And they were all here for the party. So I kept not giving away candy. And so my 2 bags, my 2 jumbo bags, which were like 25 bucks a piece, plus I had some other candy and stuff. I spent like 50, maybe total of $70 on candy, which is normal. You know, sometimes I'll get smaller bags and I'll get more of them. I don't know. But I have 2 giant bags of candy that I had bought yesterday, and I didn't even get rid of one of them. I still have a whole entire huge bag of candy. Plus I have probably anywhere from, I don't know, half to a third of the first bag left. And what am I gonna do? Guys, I can't have sugar, and I've been so tempted. In fact, I did eat a Snickers. So I gotta get rid of this candy. I gotta get rid of this candy. It can't stick around because yeah, for sure, Lisa, not keto friendly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get rid of this candy. So anybody has any teenage kids that want candy, anybody that was sick, anybody that didn't trick or treat, anybody that didn't feel like they got enough candy, I have a ton. So send them on over. So I guess it really wasn't my fail, but what's the deal? I kind of feel like trunk or treating has gotten more and more popular, especially for the little kids. We did have a bunch of little kids, but not like not like our normal amount. So are they all trunk or treating somewhere? Are they all going to like grandma's house? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. We just didn't have a lot of trick or treaters, so I thought that was super bizarro. Okay, look at that. All of the brushes that I have cleaned. Get all of this makeup off, and I can use my brushes right away. It is the absolute best. So once again, $28 for the bottle of Restore. It's 8.5 ounces. It comes with this pump top, which is amazing. It smells like cotton candy, which is amazing. It will last you forever. It breaks up the makeup. It sanitizes the... I actually set out my Restore so that I remember to clean. Oh, awesome. If my kids weren't so far, I would send them over. We weren't able to go over. Oh, shoot, Mel. Yeah, I have tons of candy for them. Have a little road trip, and I'll make it worth their while because I have so much. But it breaks up the makeup. It kills the bacteria. It sanitizes. It conditions your bristles, and it's a dry cleaner, so you can use your brushes right away, which you're not going to get all of those things in this form and be able to use your brushes right away and kill all of that bacteria with any other product. There are a couple of products that have a dry, that are a spray, that have like a dry formula where you can use them. It Cosmetics Brush Bath is a really good one, but it's like 3 times more expensive for a third the size of the bottle, and it doesn't work as well. Trust me, I have it. So let me know that you want a bottle of Restore. It's like the most amazing thing. So look at that, you guys. This brush is brand spanking new again. And honestly, I use this brush every single day, and I've had it for well over a year, and I absolutely love it. You just cannot go wrong with this stuff. It is so important for the health of your skin, for your makeup application. Okay, so let's talk about that really quickly. Not only is it going to keep your skin from harboring that bacteria or spreading that bacteria over and over and over again, it keeps your skin so healthy, and because you don't have that bacteria, because you don't have makeup buildup inside the bristles, you don't have built up makeup in here, your makeup is gonna apply so smooth and look so flawless when you have brand new brushes. And every time you clean them, you will get your brushes back to a brand new state. It's just the best thing ever. So again, one more time, $28 for the bottle of Restore brush cleaner, 8.5 ounces. It breaks up the makeup, it conditions the bristles, it sanitizes and kills all of the bacteria, and it conditions, and it's a dry, I already said conditions, and it's a dry brush cleaner, so you can use your brushes again right away. All right, I have one more brush to use, or to clean, and then I'm going to put on my makeup for the day. So I'm gonna try to get rid of all of this glitter I have left over from last night. What did you guys dress up as last night? Did you guys dress up? Do you do anything? Tell me what you guys do. I know that Lisa was a leopard, cheetah or leopard, I don't know. Speaking of which, leopard and cheetah is so popular this fall. Yeah. So cute. I need to go get myself some leopard booties. Brand new, you guys. Brand spanking new. There's no makeup buildup in there. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to put. Mel, I'm sure my kids would love to come meet you, and I would love to come see you. I'm laying down today. I'm so tired. Not. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I'd love to meet your cute, darling, cutest ever kids. So, anytime. Okay. Let's do our makeup. Now that my brushes are clean and my makeup is gonna go on super flawless, I am going to start with my little bit of concealer using my Ash Contour. Mel, you were Cleopatra? That's so cute. I bet you it was awesome. Did you have like a really pretty headdress? Like a, I don't know, Cleopatra Egyptian gold chain head piece? Or did you do makeup-y? I'd love to see a picture of that. You gotta post it so you can enter into our contest. Hurry and post it today so that I can include it. Today is the last day to post all of your pictures. You guys see how smooth my makeup goes on? Oh my gosh, just from having clean brushes. And not only that, not only does it go on really smooth and flawless, but you have to use like less, hey Marie, the cleaner your brushes are, the less product your skin will require to get the coverage that you want. So keep your brushes clean. It is so important for so many reasons. There's so many benefits to having a good, clean brush. We were up so late last night. It's hard when Halloween's on a weekday, especially when the kids have school the next day. Like they were out of school on, my kids were out of school on Monday. So Halloween was on Wednesday. They were out of school the previous Monday because it was the end of term for teacher prep. It was just a teacher prep day. It would have been nice if the school district had planned a little better. And they could have had today off for the end of the term. I mean, I get that they have to do meet certain guidelines and fit into certain parameters and stuff, but still. I am using such a very, Marie, that would be awesome. Because Halloween, it's just a nighttime holiday. It's so hard. In fact, one of my daughters, it was like an hour and a half ago. She's 14, she's in junior high, she's a 9th grader. And she went trick-or-treating with her friends last night and had fun. She was home about, because it's a school night, she was home a little after 10, almost about 10:30. And I went and picked her up from her friend's house, brought her home. She got in the shower last night and then she went to bed, and I don't know what she was doing, but she fell asleep with her light on and she was still dressed. Like when she got out of the shower, she got dressed. She didn't put pajamas on. She put clothes back on. I don't know what that was about. So, and I didn't know any of this until this morning. She came in like an hour and a half ago. So school starts at just before 9 o'clock. School starts at 8:50. And at 11 o'clock this morning, she came in to my room and I was just on my phone working. I had no idea that she was here because my kids, they're big. They wake themselves up and they go to school. They get themselves to school. We live, like, our junior high, where she goes, is a block south from my house. Our high school, where my other daughter goes, is a block north of my house. So they both walk to school every day. We're like in a prime location, perfect for both of them. So it's not very often, I mean, unless it's like really cold or snowy or raining or whatever, or, you know, any other bajillion reasons, I very rarely drive my kids to school because we live so close they can walk. Well, she came in at 11 and she tells me the story. She says, Mom, so I fell asleep last night and then at 3 o'clock this morning, okay, so she says, I fell asleep last night. I thought I plugged my phone in. Her phone is her alarm clock. She says, I thought I plugged my phone in, but I must not have because the battery died. Like the charger was barely like hanging out of the end of her phone. So she must have like kicked it or knocked it or something, or it didn't get plugged in all the way. I don't know. But she's like, my phone didn't charge. My phone was dead this morning, and so my alarm didn't go off. She says, but I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I still had my clothes on, and my lights were on. So I got up, and I put my pajamas on, and I turned off the light, and I went back to bed, and then my alarm didn't go off. So she didn't wake up until like 10 o'clock. And she got up, and she got ready for school. And she came into my room, but I mean, she gets ready for school in her bedroom and it's downstairs and I'm upstairs. And so I had no idea that she was even here. She came into my bedroom with a piece of paper and said, Mom, I'm late for school. Will you please write me a note so I don't get a truancy? So I don't know what happened, but she overslept. So it would be really, really nice if they had the day after Halloween off of school. That would be phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit different contour color today than I normally use. I'm going to use just a little bit lighter, kind of a more understated color. I love, love, love this particular color. It's called Aspen. It's so, so pretty. It's one of our newer contour colors, and it's really, really kind of a light, it's a cool tone, but it's light colored, and so it just is really pretty, and it's really pretty for most skin tones. So I'm going to take my detail hack brush, and I'm going to use the edge right here, kind of along that edge right there. And I'm going to load up my my brush, and then on this edge right here, okay, so where your contour goes, where that hollow of your cheek is, I want to kind of accentuate but lift when I contour my cheeks. So you can see how cool this color is. I like it. It's so, so pretty. But it's really, really, really soft. Same thing, so right into the hollow of my cheek, but I'm going to lift. I'm going to kind of blend and push up so that I get a really, really nice push up on my cheek as opposed to dragging my cheeks down. That's actually a really, really, probably the most common, I don't want to say it's a mistake because makeup placement is so individual. It's up to personal preference, what you like, what you want to use. There's really no right or wrong to it. But there are certain things that placement is going to do for your face shape and for the dimension in your face and your skin. So if you will kind of notice your placement and see what it does. I have a hair right in my eye. There we go. If you'll kind of notice your placement and really pay attention, especially if you compare one side to the other, and your placement is just a little bit different or a little bit higher on one side. So again, right in the hollow, right where the hollow of your cheek already is, that's where we're gonna emphasize it, but then we want to pull it up as opposed to pull it down. You don't ever wanna pull it down because it's gonna, hey Hillary, you don't ever wanna pull it down because it's going to, it's gonna bring the whole shape of your face down, and what it actually ends up doing is it rounds your cheeks out quite a bit. So instead of slimming and lengthening, it's gonna give you a more round look, which if you like a more round look, that's okay, but traditionally we want to look slender, and slenderizing makes us look more youthful, and so that's kind of the That's where we're leaning towards. I'm gonna add just a tiny little bit of warmth to that because I can. I don't wanna wash my face out too much. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I'm a little bit more tan still than I thought I was. So that aspen is a little bit too cool. So I'm adding just a little bit of warmth around the outside edge and on my contour line. And then pull straight up. Just like that. You can even do, if you want to, just a tiny little hook underneath your cheekbone right here, kind of like a Nike swish, and it'll give you even more lift, especially right there under the apples of your cheeks. It's one of my favorite tricks. One of my favorite things to do. Just a tiny little hook. There we go. Okay. It's really soft. This aspen contour is a really soft, understated. Wow, my hair is just amazing. I'm gonna use my B squared brush. This is my favorite brush for my favorite brush for blending. This is like my all-time favorite brush for everything, for applying my highlight, for blush, for my for blending, for doing my bronzer, for so many things because of the way it's shaped. Like if you don't have this brush, make sure you get this brush in your toolbox because it's so good. It just gives everything that perfectly smooth, gorgeous, soft blend. Oh, I love it so much. See how pretty that is? And it's so easy to use. So easy to use. I'm gonna use, because I'm wearing my leopard top today, I'm gonna use, and it's fall, it's November, I'm gonna use this color right here. It's called Sandstone. This is my lip and cheek color. Normally what I do is I apply my my cheek color with my finger because I feel like for me, it's just a lot easier for me. I'm always in such a hurry. I do my makeup really fast. It takes me like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to do my whole entire face of makeup, and so I'm just cruising along. I feel like if I place it with my finger right here in the apples of my cheeks, and I always smile when I do it so I can see the apples of my cheeks. If I place it with my finger, then I can always get it in the right location. But I have been practicing and trying to figure out how to be better with applying it with my B squared brush so that I'm not always putting my finger into my makeup, and then I don't have to sanitize my makeup as often. So I'm just gonna tap just a little bit. I mean, there's hardly anything on there. And these colors are so pigmented that a little bit goes a long way. But I'm just gonna tap that, and I always smile, like I said, to make sure that I get it right in the exact right spot. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Had just a little bit more. See how fast I went? See, I have the hardest time slowing down. And then, because I only applied my blush right here on kind of to the side right here of my brush, I can use the whole rest of my brush, this other area, to blend without applying even more product. It makes it nice and soft. And look at how pretty. Look at the difference between my two sides. See, this has no color. This has just a teeny tiny little bit of flesh that makes it so pretty. If you're not using blush, make sure you're using blush. Always. The point of blush, especially as we age, the point of blush is to give us that natural flush look that we always have in our cheeks when we're young. It's to keep that. It's to keep that youthfulness, that little bit of glow, that tiny little flush. It's to keep it there in our cheeks, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. I love Sandstone for that reason. Not only is it the perfect fall color, but it's not too pink, so it doesn't like stand out a ton. Hey, Lib! It's not too pink. It has a little bit of, obviously it has fall vibes because it's kind of like a red rock color. So pretty. So it has that fall vibe, so it's perfect for this time of year. It's perfect for this season, but it just gives you that little bit of flush, that tiny little bit of glow without being too overstated, without taking away from your eye color, without taking away from your lips, and just adds that element of youthful flush glow in it. It's so fun. I love it so much. Liberty, would you agree? tell us your feelings on sandstone. I absolutely love sandstone. But I love to hear also from other people, from other girls who have and use sandstone, what they think about it. I can't find my brow pencil. So I'm going to use, oh, here it is. This is my favorite brow pencil. It's Anastasia. I use the color dark brown. This is the Brow Wiz pencil. So Anastasia has a couple of different brow pencils, but this one is the Brow Wiz, which I absolutely love. First, I'm going to comb through my brow hairs just a little bit. My brows are microbladed, so I already have the brow shape that I like. But my brows are a little bit more, they're a little bit lighter, they're a little bit ashy. Yes, I love sandstone. It looks gorgeous on my fair skin too, and my lips. Yeah, that's another good point, Lib, thank you, is using sandstone on your lips, or using any of our cheek colors on your lips. It just gives you a really, really pretty tint, and it ends up tying your whole face together. Also, another thing that I probably am gonna do today is use sandstone for my eyeshadow, because it's so, so pretty. Any of our cream colors, not only can you use them on your cheeks, use them on your lips, I love to use them as eyeshadows because, and they're so, so versatile that you can use almost any color on your eyelids for a shadow, and they're so pretty. Using cream as shadow is one of my favorite things that I have discovered since mascara. I mean, I know that there were cream shadows that were around before, but I didn't ever really use them because I was scared of them. I thought, oh no, it's a cream. I did try Shadow Scents, that is a cream to, I think it's cream to powder. I tried a couple different Shadow Scents colors, but I was never really good at it because it sets so fast that you have to be, and I'm no pro. I mean, I'm not the world's most amazing eyeshadow girl. I need to be able to be afforded to mess up and screw up. And with these, because they're cream and they don't set like other makeups do, they're not gonna instantly set and stay there. They're not waterproof, which is really incredibly harmful for your skin. If you're using anything that's waterproof, make sure that you're very, very, very careful with using those every single day, because long-term use of waterproof cosmetics on your skin is incredibly damaging to your skin, because of all of the ingredients that are in there. Look how easy it is to fill in my brows with my brow shape. You guys, microblading is like my biggest life hack. Between my microbladed brows, my microbladed brows, and my lash extensions, it saves me a lot of time getting ready. Make just my little bit of hair strokes here. I love Anastasia brow pencil. My only complaint about these is that I go through them so fast. There's not a lot, like one day I'm gonna buy one just for the sake of taking it apart and see just how much of the pigment is actually in there. I haven't done that yet. I wish I lived close to you. I know, Liberty. I did have the pleasure, you guys, of having Liberty do my eyes one day when I had a photo shoot, and she's amazing. That would be so fun, Liberty. We would probably get ourselves into way too much trouble. But I wouldn't mind. Not one bit. This is my Know Your Angles brow brush, which when I'm not using my Anastasia pencil, I am applying my brow color using my favorite contours with this angled side of my brow brush. Oops, wrong side. Brush through, because I used a contour in my brows, my eyebrows will keep their shape all day. I don't have to touch them, I don't have to mess with them, I don't have to do anything with them. They'll keep their shape and it'll last. I'm gonna spray my face when I'm all done with my makeup setting spray, set with a powder, and then I do not have to worry about my makeup for the rest of the day. I cannot wait for the new show. I know, I am hoping. So Lib, we had a, oh, you know, because you're on Team Jacob. We missed you at the retreat this weekend. But Kara came and we were able to pick her brain a little bit and ask her some questions about some things that we've been dying to know. And she said that she is hoping, it wasn't a for sure, she couldn't give us a guarantee, but she was really, really hoping that the new eyeshadows will be here before Black Friday. And we have some phenomenal Black Friday specials, like multiple Black Friday specials that are coming out. So you guys, I use my overall main highlight color as an eye primer. It's my very most favorite thing to do because I'm already in my palette. I'm already in my compact. I don't have to sift through my makeup bag or my makeup drawer or whatever to find something different. I know, Mel, Black Friday sales are gonna be phenomenal. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. Last year, they just blew my mind. And this year, they're gonna be even better. So stay tuned for those. You guys, you'll die. I promise you, you'll die. You'll be like, ugh, give me all the things. I love to use my eye, just kidding, my highlight as my eye primer because of the convenience of having it already here in my compact. I don't have to find a separate little primer. There's tons of eye primers that you can use, that you can get, that work fantastic, that work great. This one, using my highlight color, my cream foundation highlight color as my eye primer, works every bit as good as any product that is specifically made as an eye primer. And the reason that this works so well is because of the reason that it's so good for your face. It's a cream product, and so you can push it around, you can move it, you can mess up and wipe it, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can screw up as many times as you need to, and it will still apply amazingly. It'll give you full coverage. I should have showed you what my eyes looked like before I did it, but they, like, the older I get, the thinner the lids, for anybody, the thinner the lids on our eye, or the thinner the skin on our eyelids get. And mine are kind of like red. I have like weird sunspots in them, and this covers it. I mean, you could see that it's exactly the same color as the rest of my face. It just blends it so well so that I'm starting my eyeshadows with a really, really nice neutral canvas. I don't have to have a separate product, and it works so well. The other reason that it works so well is because it's a cream, it's not going to set until I'm ready to set it. And so I can put cream on top of cream, and it will blend so well, which I'm going to do. And then at the very end, when I'm all done, I'm going to set it with a powder, and that will ensure that my cream makeup will stay. So until I set it, I can move and manipulate and change the creams as much as I possibly want to. Same with my face. Everywhere all over my face, I can move my makeup around, I can wipe, and it will come off completely, and I don't have to worry about messing up like you would with a powder. If you put a powder blush in the wrong place, or your placement's just a little bit off, you have to completely wipe it off in order to fix it. You can't just move it around. You have to get rid of it completely. With creams, that's not the case. You can blend them and move them and manipulate them as much as you possibly need to until you're ready for them to set. And then when they set, they just stay put and they last all day long, and you have no problem. Look at how fizzy my hair is. You guys, I had curly, crazy hair yesterday, and I haven't done anything with my hair. I just threw it up in a bun in order to do this video. But, oh, hey, Leash. How's Cancun, lucky duck? Hey, Mel. So what I was saying is using my cream highlight is probably one of the most simplest things for me, because I don't have to worry about digging through everything, using a whole nother product. I save money, I save time, and I don't have to worry about it, and it's so easy to use. So I'm gonna use my eyeshadow everything brush with that same sandstone cheek color that I used. So right here that I used on my cheeks, I'm gonna use it on my lips too later on, but I'm gonna show you how I use it on my eyes. Now, if I were to use an eyeshadow, a powder eyeshadow, on top of my cream foundation that I used as a primer, if I were to use a powder eyeshadow, then I would set this eye primer first, using just a setting powder, pressing a setting powder into it. But because I'm using a cream on top of a cream, I'm not gonna set it because I don't wanna put a cream on top of a powder, on top of what I have set. So after I'm done using my creams, then I'm gonna set it. So I have my sandstone right here that I got on my eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm just going to add just a tiny little bit here in the outer corner, and then up into my crease and kind of above my crease. I have just a little bit of a hooded eye, and so if I kept my color in my crease, when I open my eye, you're not going to be able to see my color. So I pull my color just slightly above my crease and just I was gonna say fan, you can fan it, You can call it what you want. Windshield wiper is what I was looking for. Windshield wiper it back and forth right here just above my crease. So I have just enough color that you can see as my eyes are open and you're looking at me and you're talking to me. My eyes still have that little pop of color, which makes my eye color stand out and makes my eyes a little bit more dressy than it would if I kept that color only in and below my crease. But I'm going above. I have the oiliest lids. Even with Prider and Vanilla Dust, I get creasing with our shadow. So, Lisa, use very, very, very little cream, only enough that your powder will stick to it. There's a couple of things that you can try. Have you tried, that's what I read, was lids, not kids. I know that you don't have oily kids. You have the cutest boys in the world. Have you tried your Stay Spray first, and then your primer, and then Stay Spray again? Try that, and then set it with your Vanilla Dust, or set it with a different, a little bit heavier setting powder, and see if that works. That should keep your eyeshadow from creasing. Everybody's skin is a little bit different, and so there's not going to be a same technique or the same rule that works for every single person, because we all have so much variety in our lids and in our skin type, in the shape, like the shape of your eyes, the shape of our face, and how like the skin on your lids folds as you open your eyes. All of those things have a lot of, they factor in a ton on how your makeup sets and how your makeup looks and how your makeup wears throughout the day. So it really kind of depends on a lot of things, and we just have to find like the right, yeah, try Airspun. And we just have to find the right combination that works for you, because everybody's different. But this works depending on your eye shape. This works really, really, really well. And it's such a pretty color. Look at how much it matches my cheek color. And I have the fall vibes, you guys, and it makes my eyes look at, this is another color. There's a couple of colors in my palette that make my green eyes look blue and make them stand up so much, and this is one of them. Any of the like pink, red, and kind of the like maroonish purple colors, they all make my green eyes look so blue. And I love it. My dad has baby, baby, baby blue eyes. And the only one of us, I have 7 siblings. Well, 6 siblings. There's 7 of us. The only one of us that got my dad's baby blue eyes is my youngest sister. And she has the bluest eyes you could possibly ever see. She is a natural blonde with blue eyes. Gorgeous. So, so pretty. I'm going to take that same color right underneath. And I've always been jealous of Mandy. Mandy's my sister. I've always been jealous of her bright blue eyes. So anything I can do to help those blue eyes stand out or make them look blue is I'll do it, because I wish so bad I had blue eyes. You guys, I can see a hair in my lashes, but I can't get it. I don't know where it is. There we go. And a little press with my finger midday isn't a big deal. Yeah, that is actually a really good point, Lisa. I love that you just said that, because we're all human. We all have different skin. We all have different needs. We all have different whatevers. And our skin, especially as we age, gets more and more weird. Like, it does crazy things. We all know that. But there's nothing wrong, even if you get like a little bit of makeup settling underneath, there's nothing wrong with just going in once a day and just tapping. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It will take 3 seconds and your makeup looks phenomenal, and you can do the same thing on the top of your eyelids. So I love this color. I'm gonna smudge this just a little bit and try not to make stupid faces with my mouth. Sorry, guys, I'm the worst at that. I'm gonna deepen, actually before I'm gonna do that first. Okay, so I have a cream on top of a cream, and I want these creams to stay all day. So I'm done moving them around. I'm done kind of manipulating them. I'm gonna get just a little bit less right here. And so I want to set them to ensure that they'll stay all day. So I'm gonna use one of my favorite colors, this one right here. It's called Kin. It is, no, yeah, is this Kin? Yeah, it's Kin. It is gorgeous. It's kind of like a mauvey purpley color. And I'm gonna tap my eyeshadow everything brush into that. Get off the excess, kind of tap it out just a little bit. And I'm gonna deepen this outer corner right here and bring it up just a tiny bit so that I have a little bit of contrast on the outer edge than I do on the inside. Plus, it's a powder. So what this powder is gonna do is set the creams so that my creams aren't going anywhere. So, so pretty. So, so pretty. Then I'm gonna flip it around to the other side and bring that same color right underneath. I'm not gonna go over as far as I did with the sandstone lip cheek color. I'm only gonna stay in that outer corner of my lower lash line. So I have just a little bit of an ombre. Then I'll take my brush, flip it around, and I'll blend the two together. Hey, Iceman 222. Yeah, don't request to join. Sorry, dude. Makeup tutorial here. It's so pretty and such a fun fall look. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna finish it off with my Vanilla Dust setting powder right here. So I have my creams applied. I'm only gonna use those two colors, you guys, and then I'm gonna set it with my Vanilla Dust, and I'm gonna put my Vanilla Dust here in the apple of my eye, up along my brow line, and then just kind of set down underneath, and it's gonna give me just a gorgeous, gorgeous blend. So I go up into underneath my brow line and pull it down onto the top of that sandstone lip and cheek color. And what that's gonna do is just give me a really, really soft blend so that it's not too crazy, not too hairy, and it's setting my makeup at the same time. It's setting these creams on my lids so that they last. Sorry. Who keeps calling me? Hold on, let me change. There we go. Put on do not disturb mode because whoever that is super annoying. And then set right underneath and around my lower lash line. So pretty, give me super, super pretty fall finish. I love it. That's it, you guys. My eyes, as far as eyeshadow goes, are done. I love to use my very most favorite grocery store brand. I know that's super weird, but you know, when you find something that you love, you just stick with it. And I love my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash. Here it is, Smoldering Eyeliner. Maybe it will focus, maybe it won't. It comes in both black and brown, and I have both, and I use both constantly, but I don't have my brown right here. I didn't bring it with me. So I'm in, oh, just kidding. Oh yeah, okay. So I don't have it. Oh yeah, I do. Sorry. Comes in both black and brown. I'm gonna use brown. I love brown. I prefer to use brown because it gives me a really soft, smoky eye without being super, super, super dramatic. So I love this one. It's super inexpensive. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe $5 to $7 for this crayon. It's a really, really thick crayon. I mean, you can see how chubby it is compared to my pinky. It's even big. I have tiny little child hands anyway, but I mean, you get the point of how small it is or how chubby it is. And it kind of is like, a cream turned solid. So it glides on really, really soft and really easily without flaking off. A lot of people, especially if you have sensitive eyes or if you wear contacts, or nobody likes to get makeup flakes in their eyeballs anyway, but this does not do that. It's so soft. So it's kind of like a warm crayon where it glides on really, really smooth and really, really easily. So I'm gonna pull down my lid and I'm gonna line my inside waterline right here. Just like that. And I'm going to color in that color of my lid between my eyeball and my skin. You can see the difference here, how this one is still skin colored, still skin toned, and this one is now brown. I'm gonna color that in, and that just gives you a really nice finish, and it makes your makeup appear to be more finished rather than kind of more of a messy, unfinished look. It just makes it look so pretty. And then I'm gonna go on my upper lash line, and I'm more of coloring in between my lashes rather than lining my lids. I mean, a little bit gets onto my lid and that's fine. But mostly the point of eyeliner is to thicken up our, the base of our eyelashes. So I just smudge it out just like that. I need to put that down because I can't hold two things at once because I cannot multitask. Make it really smudgy. More of a slept-in natural look is my favorite look. I don't like a really defined, really sharp lined eye. I like it to look really, really natural. And when you smudge it out like that, it makes it super, super natural. Okay, for the last couple of days when I went out of town, I went on vacation, I had to use this mascara because it was all they had at the grocery store. I finally went and got some more. Again, it's another L'Oreal product. It's called Voluminous Million Lash. This is in the color Black Brown, and it is not waterproof. I hate waterproof mascara. It's such a nightmare when you're ready to have it come off. It's my least favorite thing because I don't like putting like oily, greasy stuff on my face. Ugh. Gives me the weebies. So I love this because it lasts all day. It applies super easy. It's really, really clean. The wand is phenomenal. It has such a good wand. And so not only is the wand amazing, but the formula of the actual mascara is like fantastic too. I'll just put it on. I'm not like a mascara Nazi. I don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect for me. In fact, the less perfect it is without, I mean, obviously I don't want it on my face, but I feel like it's more natural. Just like that. I have lash extensions on the top, so I don't put any mascara on the top. I'm gonna line my lips. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna take my indigo contour and I'm gonna kind of deepen that pout on my lower lip a little bit, and then line. Get a hold of me if you want that brush cleaner, you guys. It's so good. So, so good. Your makeup will stay flawless. Your brushes will stay brand new. They'll last you forever. And you don't have to wait for your brushes to dry overnight after you clean them. There we go. Take my lip color. And you don't have to worry about bacteria, spreading bacteria. Spray with my setting spray. Let that air dry. My makeup will last all day long, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what your kids were for Halloween. Let me know if you still have trick-or-treaters. I don't know why I don't get trick-or-treaters anymore. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just craziness. I'm going to go ahead and straighten this piece of hair right here because it's driving me crazy. But you guys have such a good day. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later.